Your brother, all young men are built to win, but not all young men win. The difference lies in what they do on a day-to-day basis. The difference lies in their habits. Aristotle, a Greek philosopher, once said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." Most people let life push them around. They start to lose control over their destiny, over where they are headed, listening to the authorities at school or college while neglecting their own true desires. They start to form habits that feels like sin, day in and day out. They realize they need to change their life, but they don't know how. The light of hope slowly disappears. You don't change your life by changing your goals or setting your goal alone. Like, goal has nothing to do with that. You need to change the habits or incorporate the right habits into your daily life so that those habits automatically manifest the dream life that you always wanted. In this video, I'm gonna tell you the 10 keystone habits that will transform 2025 into your best year. Jim Rohn, the Olympian and former world record holding runner, once said, "Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going." First of all, let us understand that there are unlimited habits that you could do right now. Like, when I first started adopting this mindset of like, yeah, we need to change our habits to change our life into the better, right? I stumbled across a lot of YouTube video, a lot of guys talking about how we need to start journaling, meditation, cold shower, working out, and what else, mewing, right, grounding, all of that. A lot of habits, but I couldn't do that all. Not when my life was, the student life where I spent majority of my days at school and I barely had time for like journaling or learning new skills, taking skills, or working on a side hustle. I needed to find the right habits into my life and needed to figure out how to stay consistent with these habits. So I'm gonna address both of these problems, the finding the right habit and also getting consistent with the right habits in your day-to-day practical life, by giving you the step-by-step process. And it's all that, at the end of the year 2025, you have a big smile remembering how you watched this video at the beginning of this year. The goal with this video is to help you consistently and effortlessly execute the good habits throughout the day and year if you follow this seriously, therefore getting work done, muscle built, relationships deepened, mind freshened, and spirit lifted, and thus progressing towards a meaningful goal for 2025. So these are the 10 habits. 2 habits to expand: learning by self and school learning. Learning by self, by definition, as you already know, is like you taking that responsibility for yourself to learn. With the internet, with all of these informations online, you could watch an educational video anytime and learn something that is impactful for you. You could pick up a book and start reading about how to get rich, how to manage your finances, and how to get a better body, how to get a fitter body. There are literally like topics about everything these days. Just pick up a book or start learning through YouTube. Consume some educational content instead of the entertaining ones. Spend your time, commit some time, 1 hour, 30 minutes every single day for self-learning. And the school learning, I included this because I realized that most of the people who are subscribed to my channel, they are all like students going to school, so I needed to like include this as well, because it's kind of like an obligation, but as well as like a long-term benefit, like studying science or like studying commerce or arts, whatever your stream or your particular major subject is. Like, this stuff really develop you, builds the foundation about your knowledge about this world, but may not necessarily align with your immediate need, which like the habit later on, which I'm gonna tell you, will really like solve the immediate need problem. Moving on, 3 habits to clear: journaling, meditation, and silence. Journaling, this habit, bro, like, people tell they get distracted when they work. It's as simple as journaling your thoughts down. I found this to help a lot. Whenever you're getting distracted, overthinking, or anxious, or like have a good freaking like ideas in your mind, you just write it down, just piece of paper, so that your mind doesn't have to like concentrate on that and get distracted over it all the time. It's already written down. That means your brain can take over like higher level tasks, and you can refer back to those notes anytime without forgetting what was in your brain. And if you are a person who gets distracted quite often while studying, journaling really helps. Like, I can't stress this enough. I say this all the time on my channel already. The second one being meditation. Look, You don't have to become a monk to start meditating. Please don't put the label like monk while meditating. Most people don't want to meditate because they think it's like weird religious thing that only some Hindus do, or some yogics they practice. Like, just focus on your breath. Deep breath inhale, deep breath exhale. That's a type of meditation. Do that for 5 minutes. Start small. I say another one, like I say this a lot on my channel, bro. Like meditation journaling, like big fan, bro. Big fan. And the third one is staying silent. Actually, staying silent, this is by far one of the, like, not one of the, bro, this is the hardest habit on this list right now. Staying silent. Staying silent in this world where everything, access to the world, is in the palm of your hands, in your phone. Can you do that? Respect, bro. Moving on. One habit for your wealth. Managing your money. It could be tracking your money. Money in, money out. You cannot grow what you don't manage. One habit for your body. Simple as working out every single day for 30 minutes, doing whatever workout, really, right? Like, if you're a beginner, you don't have to overthink about the best workout to build a V-taper aesthetic physique. You need to build the foundation first. You need to achieve the newbie gains first. People want to, like, oh bro, I'm just gonna work out to get that V-taper aesthetic physique, and they neglect training the glutes or training the back, the traps. Like, you still need those gains, right? So don't overthink. Just go ahead, work out every single day if you haven't already. A habit for your spirit. Prayers. Next one. One habit to work on projects that contribute to others in the form of your product or service. This one is something that I've been doing recently. I am currently doing my service as an online freelancer, if that's what you want to call it. But it's a way I contribute to the world, and also through this YouTube, my lessons, my teachings, and my creative output. I really hope these videos are able to bring value to the people who are watching this. I really feel fulfilled and also satisfied when I see appreciating comments, the people who encourages, the people who thanks me for posting this value, who gets inspired by me. There's this sort of fulfillment, okay? I don't know about women, but it's for men. It hits for men. Men live in communities, right? We've always thrived in communities, and being able to know that we are of value to that community or any set of people, bro, that's a huge one in our life. So, whatever it may be, I say projects, but projects could be anything else, like growing a social media brand. That could be a project. Set a deadline, set a goal, set a measurable metric. Suppose 100 subscribers reached here in 1 month. That's a project, and you could use that as a case study for the future, or as your resume or your portfolio if you are creative enough to put it together. But basically, there's nothing that you're gonna lose by starting a project or working on something that is meaningful to you. This is where I talk about working on something that is in your immediate problem, right? If you're struggling, if your problem in your life is finances, commit 1 hour to 3 hours every single day, nothing more, nothing less, solving that problem, and solving that alone, undistracted, deep work focus. At the very least 1 hour every single day. If it's finances, then work on your skills first, and then get an online job. Basically, it dives deep into how to get money. If it's health, wealth, or relationship, whatever it is, work towards that and turn it into a product or service by documenting your process along the way in a channel that you can leverage, such as social media. I'm not biased towards social media, it's just something that I see which is best right now. You could also document it in your daily life. Maybe you could share among your friends your stories, but the thing is you really want to be putting your service out. One habit to connect with your friends, family, or partner if you have one. So this one is very, very important. Just like with any other habit that compounds once you stay consistent with it. If you're consistent with your friends, your family, and your partner, the relationship compounds. And that's it. That's the 10 habits. Notice how I didn't like specify the habits, like you need to do meditation for this. No, I'm just giving you what I do. The examples that I use: journaling, meditation, these are what I do. You could watch the sunset as your way to like reflect and clear your mind. You could use like spending time with a mentor or a coach to learn, to expand your mind, just as the way I use books or videos too. It's different for everyone, which is why I'm giving you these fundamental habits that you can work on, which is like arbitrary. It could be anything but based on that purpose, right? Every habit I've given here serves a purpose. Some are to expand your mind, some are to build your body, some are to build your wealth, some are to build your relationships, some are to clear up your mind, all of that. So start implementing all of this one by one habit at a time. But please don't do what most people do, writing them down on to-do list or like in a piece of paper just to never check it again. They lack the missing ingredient to this beautiful dish, the salt. One must integrate their habits in their life through repetition. Write down a habit, yes, start with just one, the duration and the timing you'll do it in your day. Set an alarm in the morning, one in the noon, one at night. Keep reminding yourself of that habit by repeating this process of writing it down. Spam it until it feels like a second nature to you. The best part about this last part is that you can literally go from repeating one habit to like repeating the whole day's habit, which, just think about it, in your day you do more than 10 habits: eating, sitting, studying, shitting, brushing, all of that. I still use this personally to this day so that it becomes second nature to me. Right, I hope you found this video valuable. Subscribe to my newsletter in the link in the description so you get early access to my YouTube videos before I actually post it. So enough said, improve your life one step at a time, always.